Okay, Coach. It was a full back-and-forth battle today. Your ladies were able to stand their ground until the final possession. Can you just let us know what the feeling was when the clock finally hit 0 and your team was able to advance to 6-1 at home?
I felt like it was a long game today. And those last probably like minute to a minute and a half was the longest minute and a half of our life. And our girls, I got two of my seniors. One senior, I call this one over here my fake senior, because she's going to be in grad school and coming back. But these two right here, man, I'm going to war with them every day, and they did what they had to do tonight. So I'm proud of my girls.
And it looks like your team is in full stride now. As they're winners of the last 4 of the 5. And 4-2 in conference. Just what are the things you're seeing your team do as they progress through this conference schedule?
We're getting healthy. That's been the main thing all year, and we still didn't have a Naya Finger tonight and maybe one more kid. But we're getting healthy, man, and we've been playing with 6 or 7 kids for most of the year. I know they're happy to have 9 or 10 so they can breathe a little bit because I expect them, no matter we got 5 or 6, I expect them to do the same thing every night. And they've been able to do that. So they're happy to have some subs. But that's the main thing for us right now. We're getting a little healthy right on time.
Like you said, hard-fought battle, but 25 turnovers to Coppin's 15. What do you have to do to improve that number?
And to be honest, it's self-inflicted. Most of our turnovers come from us. It's not that they forced us into 25 turnovers. We need to work on our passing sometimes. And I fuss at them all the time. When we just dry run and stuff and they throw sloppy passes, those are the same passes we turn over in the game, and we're just trying to clean that up.
I want to ask you about the end of the game with that stop. It seemed like all the emotion poured out of that one. I've never seen something quite like that come out of a non-bucket before. If you would take me through that and look poured out of you for that one, because that is going to see air again tonight, I promise you.
I appreciate that. Just like we was talking about in the locker room, I knew that my shots wasn't falling. I knew offensively I wasn't impacting the game, but defense wins games. So my main objective was just to get rebounds, take charges, defend until the Bloods beat go off. So taking that charge is just I knew we had one more possession. I knew we was only up 1 at the time. So I knew us getting the ball back was just gonna help us just win this game. And also I knew I was gonna knock down free throws.
And not for nothing, but both of you actually, but you first here. How nice is it to have that kind of an attitude? Because I covered a lot of teams. Selfish is the word that comes to mind, but not with this one for the reasons you just said, just trying to win. How nice is it to have a group that has your back no matter who's scoring and as long as you're winning?
Yeah, as a group, I feel like our main goal is to just win as a team. We have one goal, and that's just to win the championship. So if that means taking charge, if your day not today, we know somebody else got us this day, and then the next day we might have Morgan and Kyla Bryant, and the next. So it's just us playing as a team, taking turns, knowing when our day is our day.
Gotcha. And same question there. Not that there's a problem scoring. What's it like to know that it's not a selfish squad? It's all coming around.
Yeah, we always say in the locker room, it could be anyone's day. Just feed the hot hand, do what we're supposed to do, and that's how we play.
These kind of tough games are the ones I know that probably add a few more grades.
Ooh.
I shaved mine, so you can't see, but a lot of them up here. But how much does it help the grit, that drive, that the toughness down the stretch? Because that's what you're going to need, especially if you want to make it deep into the MEAC tournament.
That's basically what we live on, toughness. I'm tough on them every day. I want them to respond to the toughness, and that's all I ask them to do is when I'm on, you respond. And this team right here, they're responding like crazy right now, and they're starting to believe. They're really starting to believe that we can get this done, and they're seeing what we're saying. So when you can see something, it makes you want it even more. And right now, I think this team is getting to the point where we want that thing more than we want to breathe right now. And if we can continue to climb that hill, we're going to be successful at the end of this thing.
I like what you said, Coach, toughness. Morgan, 39 minutes tonight. You got to be tough to play through that. It seems every game you just add more minutes, more buckets, more rebounds. You do it all. How do you keep the motor going late game?
It's my teammates, really. They believe in me, and that's what keeps me going.
Oh, she run a mile a day on off seasons too. She's the best in shape.
And she stays in shape.
Facts.
She stays in shape, and she know every night that I'm looking for her to play 40 minutes. And if I wish some of the other ones can get there and play 40 minutes too. But, hey, we take what we can. It's a special person to play 40 minutes, and we count on Morgan for that, and she knows it. And she can be tired, but she know not to look at me.
In the fourth there, it was kind of a tight-knit game in the beginning there in the fourth. But later on, you asked your ladies for a knockout punch, and you guys ended up stealing the ball and hitting a three. Was that the moment that you think kind of turned the game around there, or was it a different moment later in the fourth?
Yeah, that was a big stop. When we got that stop and hit that three,
Scoop it.
Scoop hit the big three in the corner. We tell our kids get to the corner all the time, but to be honest with you, the game wasn't sealed until this young lady took that charge. And I'm on her about defense since we met. And this year, I can be honest with you, this year she has turned the corner on that defense end. She's trying every day to play defense. For her, defense is something she got to work at. Offense comes naturally to her. So I appreciate the buy-in that she's given me and our team and our staff because she's bought into defense and she's trying every night to get it done.
And defensively, you guys were able to hold Coppin State to 0 3-pointers. Is that something that you guys saw on the scouting report that, hey, this team may not be able to shoot, or you guys were just pounding on the 3-point line there?
We knew they was going to struggle shooting a little bit. They had one shooter, and we played to our strengths. If you can't shoot the ball, I tell my team, we're going to let them shoot it, and if they make it tonight, it's on me. So if we lose tonight from a kid that's not in the scout report knocking down a three ball and they get hot tonight, then we're going to make our adjustment. But if that costs us to lose, it's on me. It's not on them. That's me in the scouting report. I'm saying that we're going to let that kid either beat us or that kid's going to keep missing all night and it's going to play right into our hands. And tonight, when we went zone, it played right into our hands. It slowed them down.
Coach Baxter, or should I say Coach Back-to-Back? What can we expect to see on Monday?
We're going to rest tonight. 24 hours is our rule. We're going to enjoy this for 24 hours. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to go through Morgan State. We know that's going to be another tough game. I don't know how they did tonight, but I know Coach Ed Davis is going to have those ladies in here ready to go. But we said we ain't losing in this house no more this year, and we hanging our hat on that. And if we get beat in our house, that team got to limp out of here. That's our rule. They can't walk in like they can't walk out like they walked in. So that's where we are right now. We're going to defend our house, ego pride all night long, and we're going to see where we end up at the end of the year.